All right, so to get a little more practice in with sketching, we're going to do a traced sketch, because I know some of us maybe we don't draw all the time, or we haven't drawn since the last time we were in art. So we're going to kind of ease into it. So we're going to do a traced sketch. I would not use thick drawing paper. This is just regular computer paper. Notebook paper is fine too, because it's pretty thin. The lines can sometimes throw you off, but that's okay. Use whatever you have. All right, so you're going to need a plain white sheet of paper, and then you need something to trace. So it could be like, this is a calendar. It could be out of a magazine, newspaper. I'm going to be looking at like a kid's book. You could flip to any page. You could use a photograph, but sometimes those are a little more difficult to draw from, because it's just harder to see all the details through the paper. Something with a high contrast like this, how it's so dark and so light, it's going to make it easier for the shapes to pop and for me to trace. All right, so it's pretty simple. Okay, it's just take your paper, lay it on top of whatever you're going to be tracing. What I do not want you to do, okay, so don't do this, would be like if I was tracing, let's say just this letter R. Okay, I don't want you to draw where I'm using one continuous line. Okay, do not do that. What I do want you to do is use the short little lines that we talked about last time. So if I was tracing this O, okay, short little lines, it's light pressure. Most of y'all did a really good job with that when you turned in your shapes. So light pressure, short little lines that are overlapping so you can make changes as you go. All right, so now let's look at, I'm drawing this little alligator under my paper. All right, so I'm gonna follow the shape, and I'm just, again, using those short little lines and following it. Okay, in some areas it might not be real clear what's happening, so that's why it's good to use these little lines, and then I can really pay attention to what it is that I'm drawing. All right, and then you'll go around your whole picture. I won't make y'all watch me draw this whole thing, but just, it doesn't have to be anything super elaborate, super crazy, just to practice that movement where you're not stuck on worrying about what your drawing looks like, because you're kind of cheating a little bit, but you're practicing the technique I want you to use. So that's the main goal anyway. All right, so do your tracing and then answer the questions. You do not have to turn this one in. All right,